Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with the give to Jones. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made by Wk1 Brisker.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 23. That throw behind his intended target. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. And he drives this into the pouring rain. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Williams from the gun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Swift gets it, going left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time to step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they take him down right along the 30. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down.
From the 30 on 2nd down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
3rd and 2, Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. To the air yet again. Williams escapes the pocket. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears have a great first drive and get the game's first points. All right, so nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But you can't start much better than that.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd down, McCarthy to pass. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this is another incompletion.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Collects this at the 32. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can come in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. They'll run it with Swift. Defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
I love aggressive defenses. And a blitz on 4th down is a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
First and 10. Here's Jones. And his defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Buying some time right. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd down carry for Jones. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Short pass brought in. A strike for 23 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Out of the gun to give to Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Looking to throw, McCarthy, headed out right. And they score, it's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings trim the lead to 1. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking 1st down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings tie it up as he nails his 1st try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return starts at the 9. He's going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Blake Cashman on the tackle. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Williams to throw. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
First down, here's Swift. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd down.
Williams on the play action. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. Williams set to pass. It's on target to Moore. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 2nd quarter lead. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He'll begin his return from the 11. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. McCarthy throwing here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now McCarthy finds the in route complete. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Has a big strike to Addison. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Throwing again now, McCarthy. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off play action, it's McCarthy. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Gordon Madison, the intended target. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as it begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Again, McCarthy to throw. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Another try following the sack. And that's got it left side. And he's brought down. They'll spot this one right at the 20.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Williams from the gun. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He has it at the 33. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
McCarthy trying to get on 2nd down. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Now it's McCarthy. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He's got this at the 27. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43. So let's lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. His right back rolls it in deep right. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down, Williams to throw. Vacates quickly left side. Now he takes it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
One in behind center with Swift. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
No gain on the
Line of
play.
scrimmage once again. That 7-yard line as they get set. Second and goal.
7-yard line.
Working from the gun, Williams. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Swift. I don't think he got there. Nope, he was not able to make the marker. Will we see them go for it now, Brock, here on 4th down? And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Minnesota in the formation. It's first and 10. McCarthy from his own end zone. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again from their own end zone now. Hits him on the in route. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. State pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, but if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points and the defense ignited.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds him over the middle. And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Ryan Wright on the punt. And this is going to be his fourth effort tonight. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
One last play before the break. He'll throw it. Getting out to his left. Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Riker the kickoff for the Vikings.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Devin Duvernay to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bad when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
Here's second and 11. Forced out to his right. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on third and long. Now Williams. Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a big for him. Williams hit, that ball's out. And the Vikings have recovered. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. Well, they're going to face fourth down now, Brock, but hey, could be a whole lot worse. Very nearly a turnover there until that sideline saved them.
Yeah, even if this drive is coming to an end, they'll get to do so now, Kate, on their own terms. Get that punter out there and hopefully give their defense a much better field position to defend from.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And plenty of hang time on this one. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10. I'll start with a give to Jones. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts, it's a very minimal gain.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go, second and 9. Next with his back, Aaron Jones. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here's McCarthy on first and 10. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be second down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
The Bears into the nickel for third down. Here's McCarthy to throw. Has a big strike to Addison. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the third. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Vikings tie things up at 14.
To kick off for the Vikings.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. On play action, here's Williams. He fires one deep down the right sideline. They connect on the deep shot. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Has his man, it's the Michigan rookie. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
All set up now for first and 10. Williams off the play fake. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again, following the set. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
3rd and long from here. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Play action, McCarthy. Dumps it off to his running back. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Falcons isn't holding up. They're into the drop-in. The big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Shaq Griffin finishing that play off.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The Bears bringing out an extra defensive back or two. 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Complete over the middle. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Williams from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up.
For the Bears.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's him the first.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Minnesota.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Jones. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. It looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now give up the middle to Jones. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
A 26-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd down at the 23-yard line.
Looking from the gun, Williams. He fires one deep down the middle. Big game downfield. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Again, it's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Working quickly here.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Chicago Bears.
First down, Williams to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. Second and 15. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Hits his running back. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, toss them with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you can have a dangerous offense to stop.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he managed maybe a yard, but that is enough to put him in first and goal.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
First and goal, Swift. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
No gain on the play.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up third and goal.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's third and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And it's incomplete on third and goal. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that forces them to fourth and goal.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion. You know, Kate, that may not seem like much, right? Just to go 1 for 2 as a kicker, but it's a whole lot different just psychologically for these guys to see one go through, because they may need him at some point later in this game.
Moore with a return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. McCarthy to throw it. He puts some juice on a deep throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Wk1. as he records his first interception of our season.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Williams to throw on first. Drops it underneath, Swift. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the 37. Has it at the 7. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Minnesota spends its second timeout here. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Another try following the sack. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a fourth quarter lead. It's a Romadudes touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7.
17. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. He's back to throw. And he needed a little more room to to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Vikings losing by 7. The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. They connect for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet. It gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
They've got first down from the 31. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here he is to throw. That's incomplete left side.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They're set up at the 35 now. To the ground. It's Manunga. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they have, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On the carry, it's Swift. And he's got the first down for the Bears, Buck, and that should clinch them this win.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
They take a knee, and their season has begun exactly how they wanted it to, with a win. So the Bears come away with a win. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.